Today we're going to take a look at what we covered in class on Pinnacle Studio 16. So I just opened it up, and what we have here is the timeline. We can see our viewer over here, and these are our clips or photos or whatever we're going to make our final project or video into. I'm using the basic version. I paid $59 for this. You know, for me, I don't want to get too crazy making really complicated real estate videos. I just want them simple and to the point so people can find them online. That's my goal. So, okay, let's get started. So let's look for I want to drag a video in that I shot. I'm just going to make a real short video of some footage I shot. There's something I shot with my GoPro. And here's some inside footage on a condo I shot not too long ago. And now I want to put in a bumper, which I made in Photoshop. And let's drag this in. And I can just drag it in like that. So now let's just take a look at the video from the beginning. And I can see with the footage I have in right now, these 3 clips, it's about a minute. So I might let's just start it a little bit quicker. Don't want it not all the way through. Okay. So that's my GoPro, taking a shot of getting to a property. That's in a bathroom, obviously. And once we get through with that, it's going to go to an ending clip. Now, Pinnacle comes with some pre-built clips already in here. I don't love them. They're kind of, to me, they seem a little goofy. Just to show you an example, let's just pick one. We'll do this little opening clip. I'll just drag it in here. And when I double click it, it'll bring up the editor. And so I can put my text in. Thanks for coming by. Dave Mason, when you see a little window like this that has a 1, that means you can put a picture in it, or video. Let's drag in and we'll just bring a picture of my daughter in there. So you just drop it in, and I'm done with the edit, so I'm going to click OK. So now, they also call those montages. So when I play that, that's kind of what they look like. But to me, it kind of looks old-fashioned. And there's the picture. Maybe there's a case where you could have some houses, you know, scrolling by, and they've got different they've got, you know, if we look through, there's tons of different combinations. I'm not going to go through those all now. If you have the program, you can take a look, but I can't see really using a lot of these. Maybe occasionally you might, you know, having some house photos or something could be interesting, but for the most part, I like doing my Photoshop files. I'm going to use them over and over again. I can change them easily. So if you don't have Photoshop, you can go to Pixlr, Pixlr.com. I call it the poor man's Photoshop. It's a very good program. It runs in the browser. It's free, and it'll do what you need it to do. All right, so now let's. All right, so this clip, for example, I just want to show getting onto the freeway about right there, and I don't want any more. So I'm going to use the razor blade, which will split the clip, and I don't want this piece anymore. I'm going to hit delete. And the bathroom scene, I don't need, that's about good. I'm going to split it, take out this piece, done. All right. So one of the things we need to take a look at is it just goes from, there's no transitions. It just goes from image to image. Kind of like a 1 second fade in or fade out. So we can do that very easily by just, I can grab a corner and just drag it. And it will put a transition in it. So you see how it kind of bent right there. So now if I go in, it'll have a little fade. And I can do that. I can also have a fade in. I'm not going to do it on all of these, so let's just take a look at how that looks. So I've got the fade out, and then the fade in. So that's normally how I like to do mine. Again, very easy. Well, there's another way to do that. I can just go into the clip, right click, and I can do an in transition by adding a cross dissolve. And I can also come on here and do right click again and add an out transition very easily. Sometimes my mouse is a little funny. It doesn't. It's just not accurate enough to drag. So, all right, let's see what that looks like now. But let's do an out transition here. I'm just going to drag. So let's take a look. Alright, so this clip needs to be a little longer. That's my Photoshop clip. I want to make that a little longer. I can just drag the clip since it's a picture. And I'll put my transition back in. Music. Let's go to music. Let's see, hold on. Alright, so let's grab some music. And I'm just going to drag that down to the track number 3. And it's too long. This goes way over here. We don't have that much footage. So I just need to drag. And it'll, see how it just snaps to the end, it knows. And again, I don't want my music just to stop abruptly. I want it to do a little fade out. Again, so I can just drag it to have a fade out. Same thing over here. So if we can hear that, it gets towards the end and fades out nicely. We can also do a fade in also of the sound. So it's drag and drop, pretty easy. There's some kind of funny effects if you want to add, like, I don't know. I can't see ever using these, but you know, if I want to add some fire. Now my little driving clip's on fire. The house is on fire. Anyway, you know, that's something you can just play around with. There's tons of different effects that you can put on the videos. Alright, so now I'm done with my video. I want to export it. So for me, I find I just export the video clip. The settings that I found that it worked best for YouTube, MPEG 2, and I like HD 720p. Now, apparently, you know, you could do HD 1080p. That looks not. Most people can't watch those. They don't have a fast enough internet connection. I can't tell the difference between 720p and 1080p. So I'm gonna export it. And this, let's see, I'm just going to do TLC demo. So we're going to save this. And then when it's done, I just need to grab the video file and upload it to YouTube, and that's pretty standard. So thanks for stopping by to watch this tutorial and taking the class. And if you have any questions, you can go to newvidia.com. I have all kinds of tutorials on all kinds of different topics to help you with your business. If you have any questions, you can reach me at 602-405-0596. Thank you.
Okay, today we're going to do a tutorial on using the Filmic Pro app on the iPhone with iMovie for editing. So one of the things about the Filmic app is that it shoots 24 frames per second, and it gives you a cinematic quality to your videos, much like the movies. So you get depth of field in your video versus photos, which can be kind of flat. So let's click on the Filmic Pro app. I'm just going to shoot a quick clip, and I'm going to tap on in the lower right the circle with the white dot in it, and I'm just shooting the quick video. And I'm going to stop that there. Now I'm going to click on the button that looks like a film strip, and that's going to go to the videos I shot. So to edit the video in iMovie, you need to bring it into your camera roll. So I'm just going to double tap, click on the forward-facing arrow, and just put it to the camera roll, or copy the clip to the camera roll. So now I'm going to go into iMovie. And, excuse me, I want to start a new project, so I'm going to click on the plus sign, click New Project, and I'm going to add media. So this is the one I just shot, double tap. I'm going to add one more piece of video. Here's from the class yesterday. So now I've got two pieces of video. So anyway, so what I want to do is I want to be able to add some music. I want an intro clip. So I want my intro clip to be in the beginning, so I tap on the video and then run your finger straight down the pink line, and that'll split the clip. So then I'm going to tap on this clip, and I want to put in a title style. And I'm going to do the middle, and just tap on that dotted line. I'm going to just type in, I don't know, test intro clip. And done. So now when I play it, you'll see a little intro clip come across the screen. There it is. Shooting a quick video. And it's going to transition now to the next clip. I want to do an outro clip, so I'm going to double tap, run my finger down the line, and I can double tap on the end piece here, title style. I'm clicking on middle. Oop, actually, what did I just click? Title style, I'll do middle. Oop, double tap, sorry. Click on the dotted lines, just put ending. Or whatever you want to say, it could be your name, phone number, if it's a house video. Alright, so now if we play it, there's the intro. Probably want to do a little transition here. And like a second, although because it's the same clip, you may not notice a transition. But if they were different clips, yeah, there we go. So same thing here. Just everything's double tapping. I like a second for my cross dissolves. And now we need some, I think we should have some music. So right now I'm on video. Let's go to audio and theme music. Let's just pick out, oh, I don't know, playful. So now, video. Got some music. And just this is a quick one. All right, so say I want to add some audio. I'm just going to go to record audio. I want it to start right where the playhead is. That's the pink line. I'm just going to click on record audio. This is the class I taught yesterday. Stop, accept. So now it'll... This is the class I taught yesterday. This is a quick one. You can also, on the voice recording I just taped, I can tap on it. Oop, and I can move it. So if it's not quite in the spot I need it, I can move it around. So now it's, you got I mean, for just using your iPhone, you got a pretty cool way to get a nice looking video up quickly. And just, this is the class I taught yesterday. The other thing I like to do is if you go into settings, you can do fade in and fade out from black. So it'll watch it fade in, which I think is kind of nice. Let's just fast forward to the end. This is a quick one. So I think that looks a little bit better. When you're done, to get it into YouTube, click on Projects and click on the forward, looks like a little mail with a forward-facing arrow, and just select YouTube and you can just upload it. Now I don't fill much out in here. It's just easier to type it out from my laptop versus on the iPhone, but I think you get the point. Also, when you're shooting video with your iPhone, you really need to have it on a tripod. It's just going to be too shaky and people don't like to watch it. So there's a thing on Amazon called a Glyph, which you can get. So I recommend, that for your project. I think they're about $20. So anyway, in this tutorial, we're going to take a brief look at how to edit on the iPad using iMovie. So you probably noticed I have something that looks like an iPad on my MacBook Pro. It's actually just a mirror of what I have on my iPad. I'm using a program called Reflection. So you can get that in the App Store if you're using a Mac. So anyway, let's open up iMovie and we'll start a new project just to show you how easy it is to edit on the iPad. Alright, so let's go back to the beginning. Let's start a new project. So I'm going to click on the plus sign. We're going to do a new project. And I've got some existing video of a house I shot the other day, so let's just use that briefly. So I'm going to tap on what I want, hit the blue down arrow. That's going to put it into the timeline. Let's do the inside of the house. And maybe I have one more. We'll do one more. Do the shower. And so now you can see where this red line is. That's the timeline. So when I click play, I can see how long it takes for it to play. Now typically on a house clip, I mean this one's kind of long, I'm going to want to trim it. So usually I want a front of a house clip to be maybe 4 or 5 seconds. That's pretty much with any clip I'm using in one of my property videos. So let's go back to the beginning, tap on the clip you want to edit, and I can drag I can drag on it to make it, and I can see, if you look right above where it says My Project 4, it tells me how long the clip is. So I'm kind of dragging it. Right now it's 3.7 seconds, 4.6 seconds, and so let's make it around 4. So now when I go back and play it, it's going to go through the beginning of the house fairly quickly, which I wanted to do. So again, I can, this clip is a little long, so I want to shorten it down. The other option, if I want, I can split this. I just put the playhead where I want to split it, and I just run my finger down. I got to tap on it and then run my finger straight down, and it'll split it into 2. Now I can drag the piece I don't want into here, and you can watch it just disappear. So now this is this is where I have the video. Okay, so let's say I want to add some music. I come over and click on the music, and let's pick out some theme music. And we'll just use Bright just to make it easy. So I just need to tap on it twice, and now I have the music in on the video. The other thing I can do is add a little intro clip. So here I can do title style, and I want this to be at the end. So you can see here I've got a little, and I'm double tapping to make things come up. I'll just put in sample house. And let's see. Now I'll hit play again, and you'll see that little title come along the bottom. You can put whatever you want there, the address to the property, features, you can do that on any clip. Let's do one on the end of this video here. Do a title style, we'll do it on the opening. And walk in shower. So now that's going to show up in a different spot. See, it's on the side. The other thing I can do is I can add a voice to a video. All I have to do is click on the little microphone over here and just click record. Notice the large family room with fireplace with built-ins for your TV. So now it's going to put that recording there. Oop, I got to accept it. Notice the large family room with fireplace with built-ins. And that's my voice there. I believe I can move this around. So I can actually move this on the playhead also if I wanted. Maybe I started it too early or came in too late. Anyway, as you can see, iMovie is a very powerful program. What you will need to import your videos from your camera into the iPad is a card reader, which you can buy. I think I bought mine on Amazon for like $4, so it just plugs right into the bottom of the iPad. Very easy to do. Today we're going to look at a software package for the iPad for doing video editing called Pinnacle Studio. So let's open that up. And this is the dashboard for Pinnacle Studio. So let's start a new project. Let's just call it Demo. And I've brought all my clips in. I'm just going to make a quick house video. So let's bring this down. I'm just dragging into the timeline. Oop. And now I'll just bring one more little clip in. And there we go. So this is my house video, this clip. So I've got my videos now on the timeline, and you can see there is a transition here. What I can do is, this clip is a little over 12 seconds long. That's a little bit long. I kind of like my clips around 4 seconds. So I can see up top here, if you can, I'm playing around with, there we go, 4 seconds. Oop, that's close enough. So now I'm going to touch on the little razor blade, and I just split that. I'm going to drag the piece I don't want away, so now I'm left with a little 4-second clip here. And got my transition. Again, I'm back to the other clip, which is, let's stop it. As I can see, it's 8.22 seconds, which is a little too long. So I'm going to get that back to, let's see. So I can see, if I look at the playhead, I'm just a little over 4 seconds. That's that orange line. So I want to bring that out to about, that's close enough. That's going to give me another 4-second clip. Click on the razor blade, and now I'm going to get rid of the piece I don't want, drag it into here. So now I have a video that is, and I can see at the bottom of the timeline, it's just over 8 seconds. Usually I like each clip to be 4 to 5 seconds, not any longer than that. So the cool thing about this is it gives you some ability to put some different, they call them montages. Now they don't have these for iMovie. This is one of the things I like about this program over iMovie. So let's just do, I'm just going to do this real quick. We'll just add this one here. And when we play it, let me just play this real quick. That's what the motion looks like. Now the 1 and 2 would be places that I could put a picture in. So let's stop this and let's go back to photos. And I'm just going to drag some photos in. So what you do is I'm just going to grab some pictures of my daughter. And once you see that little crosshair, you just drop them in. And let's go to the 2, and we'll drop a picture of my aunt with my daughter in here. Obviously, if you have house pictures, I would put those in. So let's go back and watch how this works. Now, I don't know that you would want that for a house video, but you can definitely do that. So again, let's stop this. Now, I probably want to transition between this montage and this opening clip, so let's put the title clip here. Let's do here's the transition, so I'm just going to drag it over to here, drop it in where the playhead is, and now I have a transition. One of the things you need to do in Pinnacle is to render the video. In iMovie, it's automatically doing that behind the scenes. So if you're on an older iPad, it can take a little bit longer. The newer ones have a little bit better processing power. This is an iPad 2, so it's a little bit slow, but not too bad. And this should be just about done. All right. So now, let's see, we'll play that. It's going to give me that feature. You can see there's my transition. Back to the video. And maybe I want to put in an ending. So I can put a little ending clip in. Let's just use this one. Add this here. There's my text. Bring up my keyboard. And this is where you could put, call me at this phone number like that. So here we go again. It's telling me I need some rendering, so I'm going to click on there again. Oop. I can change the font. How about that? Change the color. Maybe I want something a little brighter. All right, done. And now let's render again. And here's our video. Oop. Let's see what that looks like going through. Nice. So if you don't have a MacBook, I like editing on my MacBook Pro, which is one of the reasons I got the MacBook, was just for doing video. I do like my PC. I just found the editing for video to be much more cumbersome. However, Pinnacle Studio, they make a version for your PC that is very similar to this. As you can see, this was fairly simple compared to iMovie. In some ways it has more features to iMovie, but this will do a very good job for your editing on your PC. So you can just Google Pinnacle Studio, and you can actually get a 30-day free trial of the program to see if you like it first. I think they have 3 different versions, anywhere from $60 to about $130. Really good, and that way you can do all your video editing on your PC. So anyway, great program. Works great on the iPad, as you can see. However, if I were going to pick a video editor for my iPad, I still think I like iMovie. The point of this was just to demonstrate Pinnacle Studio. And there's definitely a place, some of the montages you can do some cool things with that iMovie does not have. But again, for the main purpose of this video is to demonstrate Pinnacle Studio, very similar functionality on the PC as the iPad, and a great option for PC users that want to do some serious video editing. Thanks for stopping by. This is Dave Mason.